At last I find you. I've been searching for you for a long time, Marius. I was rather beginning to think you didn't want to be found. Now I recognize you. Tyrael. I should have known you'd travel in disguise. They're always watching. Oh, forgive me, Tyrael, please. It wasn't my fault. Not your fault. Tell me, Marius, how was it not your fault? The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Ludicolain. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
You have just ensured the doom of this world. You cannot even begin to imagine what you've set in motion this day. Go to the Temple of Light in the eastern city of Kurast. You must find the courage to step through that gate, Marius. That tie me to this world are diminishing rapidly. You must take up this quest and prevent the three brothers from reuniting. You must cross the sea and search for Diablo and Vale in Kurast. Now, hurry. Time is running out for all of us. Praise be to the light. You have accomplished the impossible. Diablo and Mephisto have been banished back into the black abyss that spawned them. You've done well, hero. For now, you should rejoice.
Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? Thank you so much for popping by, taking time out of your day to hang out in my stream. I always appreciate that. Want to try and get in the habit of thanking you guys more often. You could be watching other streams, other videos, doing other things. You take time to pop by and say hi. How's everyone doing? So we're going to check the ladder. We're starting our slow push. Oh, we've fallen to 295 from 250 yesterday, I think. So I have basically a almost fully geared Fire Druid now, there's not really a lot left to gear. So I want to start doing 8-man open public community runs. Anyone can join. If you want to see the rules, exclamation rules. It's very straightforward. It's a free-for-all for gear. Nobody has to give anybody anything else. It's just a free-for-all. Although, with that being said, if we do drop something cool and you want to show it to me in a trade window or something, that would be awesome because I could get a stream clip. Rule number 2 is it's just first come, first serve. And rule number 3 is to just simply participate. I do not care if you can't solo players 8. I don't care if you can't do much. But I don't want someone sitting there level 30 with no gear soaking up experience. That's it. That's all. It's very simple. So it's super straightforward. It's going to be DB Terror Zone 1. Or sorry, DB T Zone. DB T Zone 1. No password, hell difficulty, no restrictions. First come, first serve. And I just want to do 8-man Terror Zone runs today. So again, DB T Zone 1. First come, first serve. Are you legally allowed to stream on YouTube while being associated with Twitch? Yes. The only thing that I cannot do is I can't simultaneously stream. What do we have? Rocky Waste and Stony Tombs. Cool. I just can't split stream or dual stream, whatever you want to call it. First come, first serve. Like I said, exclamation rules. First come, first serve. Want to really try and push experience, see how far we can get. And doing 8-man Terror Zones should help get us there. Des! Thank you so much for the 8 runes. 8 months of Jaw Rune membership, my dude. Thank you so much, man. Wow. So let's see how far we can push the experience today, boys. I'm really hoping we can get some nasty experience pushing here. Eight-man community runs. Jeremy, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Man, we got Corpse Explosion Necro. Got everything in here. No password. It's DB T Zone 1. Next game will be DB T Zone 2. DB T Zone 3, etc. No passwords, no restrictions. It's just first come, first serve. It's the most fair way that I can do it. I don't want to do like certain groups can play because then people will be like, oh, why can they join consistently and others can't, kind of thing. So just the easiest way to do it. And it looks like we actually have a decent T-zone. I don't know how much these guys have cleared. We kind of went down to Stony Tombs, but Summon Druid, Lightning Sorceress. Okay, boys, I think I'm going to reset. Doesn't look like there's a lot left. So, DB T-Zone 2. No password, first come, first serve. What's up, Blue Sky? DB on YouTube, why? A handful of reasons. One, I think it fits in a little bit better to me being a content creator. Just because I can't stream a ton. So, doing shorter streams and supplementing with videos, in my opinion, is a lot better for a growth strategy for me. You don't grow on Twitch unless you're streaming a ton. You just don't. But when I'm not streaming on YouTube, I'm growing on YouTube from videos. When I'm not streaming on Twitch, I'm not growing. And since I really can only stream two times a week max, it just doesn't work out very well for me. I mean, it'd be different. Like, if I was single, or if this was my full-time job, or if I could stream, 4 times a week and make 2 videos a week, then things would be a little bit different, right? Oh, there's a first Thunder Charm of stream. Jeff! W! Hey DB, hey chat! Jeff! Thank you so much coming in with the Istru membership. My dude, thank you. Best of luck today? Well, we're definitely going to push the experience bar. We'll see how drops go. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky with some nasty rune drops or something. Playing on higher difficulty settings, you never know. Thank you again. Thank you so much for the Istru membership, my dude. For those that aren't aware, it's basically YouTube's equivalent of a Twitch sub. Okay, it's finished clearing level 1. The Terror Zone is based on the creator of the game. So the monsters levels are based off of whoever creates the game, and since I'm level 92, I believe it's white monsters are +2 monster level of your character level. Champions are +3, and boss packs are +5, I think. So that's why it's +3. Or that's why it's 94, because it's +2 my character level. DB Terror Zone 3. By the way, did the alert go off for Jeff's membership? Maybe it did and I just didn't hear it. Or Stream Elements is being funky, one of the two. Heat treating ovens, Jeremy? Nice. Oh, so you didn't actually see there was no Duriel or alert pop up? Weird. Yeah, I don't know. Something to do with Stream Elements. Everything should be hooked up. Anyways, thank you, Jeff. I don't know why the alert didn't go off. I used to have a dirt bike. I used to have a KTM. That's so weird. That's so weird. Literally nothing has changed. All the alerts, OBS, links, everything is identical. Must just be a hiccup in the system or something. That's one of the things I really miss from making the switch to Twitch from YouTube. That's the one thing that everything with Twitch just works so intuitive, and it's just no issues, always works, instantaneous. Like that's one of the unfortunate things. There's a lot of things that go good for YouTube, but in terms of like ease of use and stuff like that, YouTube is definitely miles behind. There we go. Stony Tombs. No, there actually is gifted, can gift memberships on Twitch or YouTube now. That's been a thing for a little bit. Crab, what's going on, brother? Dude, I am loving my mercenary. $73 cold Sunder Charm if anyone wants it on the ground. God, are Sunder Charms even worth like anything now? What's up, Zodi? I can't see a Sunder Charm being worth anything. Not worth much now, Diet Butcher? I figured that was the case. Cold and negative 70s are worth something? Okay, new game, guys. DB T-Zone 4. You know what? I've like given away multiple negative 70 Sunders. I didn't think they were worth anything. Yeah, I mean, I totally get fire and cold and lightning being the only ones that are worth anything. Because yeah, the fizz just seems garbage. Magic is pure garbage, 100%. I can see the poison one being okay for a poison necro though. There are definitely a few locations that typically you couldn't really... No one really plays poison? It's definitely a less popular build. But I definitely think that there's lots of poison necros. It's not as popular as like a Hammerden, but I'd agree, like I agree there's not a lot of poison Javazons and there's not a lot of Rabies Druids. 100% agree with that. And that makes sense because those are, I don't know. I personally hate the Rabies Druid. I think the Rabies Druid is really bad, and I think that the Poison Javazon is okay, but it's, I don't know. Another Sunder. Yeah, I agree with that assessment. I agree with you, Clever. Hey, the Demon High Boots or whatever. Okay, DB T-Zone 5, guys. First come, first serve. Poison Javazon says Rabies are great for late night zoned out farming? Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. Like, you want to talk about zoned out farming, I feel like it's way more zoned out to just, like, sling the odd Lightning Fury than it is to mess around with Plague Javazon. In my opinion, but... Oh, it's right over here, boys. Yeah, it's like Foden, super chill. Another one, holy cow. And the drop rates of these charms really elevate with 8-man groups. Like, we're almost averaging 1 or 2 a run here, which is pretty crazy. You maybe find 1 to 2 an hour, Bilbo? Hey, thank you, Charles. Those are those Venom Grip gloves. Hey, appreciate you tuning in, man. So relatively new to the stream? I've been watching videos for a while, second live stream? Nice. Well, I guess you're relatively new in stream. Okay, DB T-Zone 6, first come, first serve. Correct, this is Ladder Peter, 8-man community groups. First come, first serve. Just want to try and push some levels today, try and get up the experience board a little bit. Maybe we could get 94 today. That might be reasonable. I mean, I'm gaining experience pretty quickly right now. It might not be out of the realm. Yeah, Blizzard Sorceress is a great character. Great starting character. Almost too good, to be honest. Almost too good. I mean, I shouldn't rip. If we get a nasty area with souls, I'll just throw on T-Gods. I finally have Capto Fire Res, which is pretty dope. You know, 8-man Terror Zones kind of reminds me of mapping almost. I know it's not quite the same as mapping, but it does kind of remind me of it. Hey, Ariet's face. Yeah, I definitely would agree that she's a little bit more fragile, but when I was testing yesterday, like, if you use an Infinity Mercenary, even though you don't need one, just to really buff up your static field. Okay, new game, guys. DB Terror Zone 7. Infinity Mercenary, very powerful static field with, like, Fathom, Nightwings, Cold Skillers. Like, the build... I still think the build is, like, one of the fastest clear speed builds. Like, it's just crazy. Like, static is super strong.
Blessings to you.
With the Conviction Aura. Easier, cheaper, like mobility, right? You're not trying to get Enigma. But the community is so split. So split. It's either no, Cold Sorceress is completely fine, you're a fucking idiot. Like, or it's she's way over P. Like way it's very, very difficult to get like an even consensus on that. It's definitely great for the fact that there's players that can't quite do as much. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of people that would never get. You guys are in the tombs? Okay. There's a lot of people that would never. They'll never get Phoenix. They'll never get Infinity, right? So I get it that they're like, I finally have a build that I can go everywhere and do everything. I'm like, that's cool, but like when it kind of like exceeds, I don't know. I've already kind of said my piece on it. I think she's overtuned right now. Just improve the other characters? I don't think that they will, though. I mean, they've tried to, right? Like, they made Hydra temporarily better, then they, like, walked it back because they thought it was too powerful. I don't know. So you think you would rather have... So some people in chat would rather leave the Cold Sorceress the way that she is, and tune everything up to the strength of a cold sorceress. I don't know if that would be... I think that'd be... And I'm the guy that always pushes for... Like, I think the Wind Druid should be a bit stronger than what it is. With best possible gear, I think the Wind Druid is still a relatively weak character. I still think the Fire Druid is a relatively weak character compared to some of the other builds. Like, I'm definitely the guy that wants to see some stuff buffed, but I don't know... I still think tuning everything up to a cold sorceress would be too much. Okay, new game, guys. DB T-Zone 8. Druid needs a buff overall. I think the Fury Druid's pretty good. Shockwave Druid with its current bug is very strong. Fire Druid's not bad. I just think that, like... I have a perfect Fire Facet Crystal Sword, perfect Fire Facet Ravenlord, 220 Caster Amulet, Enigma, Arachna's Mesh, 2 BK Rings, Mage Fist, Alder's Boots, Phoenix, full inventory of Skillers, Druid Torch, Annie, and this build doesn't match a budget Blizzard Sorceress. So that's where I was kind of like, well, something's a little off. Or sorry, 2-5 Amulet. Did I say 220? Excuse me. A 2-5 Amulet. Forgotten Tower. Cool, boys. Let's run some Countess. And I should say that I'm not upset with the Cold Sorceress, but I definitely just think she's overtuned. I know. I just do. I'll never. Where's the monster density, yo? And you guys are crushing it. I feel like I can hardly even... I feel like I'm just teleporting around with Armageddon. Squad is crushing it. I almost wish I had a higher FCR breakpoint just for these 8-man runs. It's a little bit rough having the slower telly. What's going on, Roy? How you doing, man? We're doing some 8-man pushing. 8-man community terror zones all day today. So it's way down in the corner here, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like running Forgotten Tower too much. Oh yeah, if you had no teleport... Well, I mean, I did, right? Like, how long was I playing with Rain? For a while? I know the pain. I definitely know the pain. Yeah, this mob density is kind of shit, guys. I'm thinking let's do Chaos. Let's skip this T-Zone. I'm gonna skip this T-Zone. We'll run down to the Countess once, and let's just do 8-man Chaos, because this is kind of shit, actually. Might as well finish off with the Countess run, though. Maybe if you were like a 200 FCR Nova Sorceress or something like that. I'm like a 2040. I'm a 45 FCR Fire Druid. I'm gonna pass on this one. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's kind of shitty. We'll run Chaos and then get some good drops. I mean, at level 92, I'm still gonna be getting really good experience anyways. Fire Druid's fun to play, Nos, if you enjoy the playstyle. It's a more of an RNG based kind of slower playstyle. I mean, I do Telestomp and kind of use. Sure, we can do Seabells. Like I do Telestomp and use Firestorm. And like I am slowly making my way through Players 8 Venom Lord, so it's not a horrible build, but it's not kind of like the point and shoot. It's not like Nova Sorceress. Nova Sorceress, Telestomp, Nova. You don't really have that kind of like fast damage. I mean, you cast your Fissure, you hope the guys walk through it, you hope your Armageddon hits, you kind of Telestomp. But it's not kind of like that point and shoot. Like, see this Nova Sorceress? Just Telestomp doing his thing, right? Fire Druid's definitely not that playstyle. Eric, what's up? DB125, how you doing, man? So I think Bale should be up.
Not here.
Frost Nova is a fun build. It's definitely a P1 to P3 build. P1 with moderate gear. Players 3 with really good gear. Because I think the best possible setup, I think you're looking at maybe, I think it's like 2.5, 3K Frost Nova. I'd have to check on some of the character builders. But I think that's kind of the max you're looking at. So if you double the sheet damage, you might be looking at 4 to like 6K or something like that. Man, not gonna lie, it's insanity that you still play this game. I mean, if I enjoy it, why does it matter, right? As long as you're having fun, who cares? But some of it is like I do. My entire YouTube channel that I built up is surrounded around making content for the game, so that is like a reason. It's an extra like driving factor to keep playing the game. Where I get how some people that might not, like, there's a lot of people that don't have a Twitch or a YouTube channel, right? So I'm sure that they just play till they get geared up and they're bored and they stop playing, which, like, I get that. Hey, I got the wolf head. Garbage. Okay, DBT Zone 9. First come, first serve. But we're doing sea bales because fuck Forgotten Tower. Is Blizz Sorceress better than Firewall and Orb? With the Cold Sunder Charm, I'd say so. Sunder Charms kind of... They did two things. One is that they definitely made some builds more viable, like Pure Fireball, Pure Fire Druid, like Fire Sorceress. Like, those were builds that people didn't really run because you were restricted to farming, like, literally 2 or 3 areas in the game. So they definitely... Sunder Charms opened up new possibilities in return, in terms of those builds, excuse me. But what a Sunder Charm effectively did is it totally nerfed, in my opinion, dual spec builds. The fact that you can break all cold immunities and then have your cold mastery work at full effectiveness and bring all monsters down to negative 100 cold res, there's no reason to run anything other than pure Blizzard. Like, there's no incentive to run Frozen Orb. Frozen Orb is so much weaker than Blizzard, like in every single way. So it kind of, on the one hand, opened up some build diversity with some endgame content, but it also alternatively kind of nuked dual spec, in my opinion, a little bit. Not that I would rather have Sunder Charms than not have Sunder Charms, even though they're not like perfectly balanced, but like, I would love to see a good Frozen Orb build. Like, either double its damage or make the bolts pierce or remove the cooldown or something. It'd be really cool to see people running around slinging non-stop Frozen Orbs. My opinion. I mean, a lot of people would use Frozen Orb and like Blizzard Fireball, Frozen Orb Meteor. Like, they would use dual spec combos to like play through the whole game, right, Bilbo? I wouldn't necessarily say... Like, not a lot of people have access to 8-man groups like what we're running right now. This is, I'm very fortunate because I have a kick-ass community. You guys are hanging out in stream. Everybody's joining. Like, the average player does not have access to 8-man runs like this. Like, I saw quite a few Frozen Orb Hydra hybrids last ladder. Sky Shoulder, I'm doing good, man. How are you? We're just killing my GPU right now. Max settings, players 8 animations. We're trying to blow up my GPU right now. How are you doing, man? Exactly, Zanu. There's no reason. That's what I was trying to say. Like, there's no reason to go hybrid, in my opinion, now with the introduction of Sunder Charms. There's just no reason. But what would you, like... So what's your feeling? Frozen Orb is fine. You would add Pierce to Frozen Orb. You would up its damage. You would add additional synergies. What do you think Frozen Orb needs to be useful? Because I stand by it is not useful in its current state. It is just not useful at all. DBT Zone 10, first come, first serve. Almost 93, Chris. Just about 93. Feel like it just needs just a big raw injection of damage. Needs to have a better cooldown or shoot for longer. That's a cool option. Shooting for longer. I thought an underrated option would be adding Pierce. You could leave it the way that it is, up its damage a little bit, but just make it so the bolts pierce. Because then you kind of get like a Lightning Fury effect, where each orb could kind of hit multiple different monsters. It wouldn't just be like a single hit and it's done. Rare Spider Web Sash. Add a % chance to pierce synergy based on Frost Nova? That would be a really cool idea, yeah. I like that idea. It needs something. Like, I just don't... The argument before Thunder Charms was, well, you can put 20 hard points into Frozen Orb. You can put 17 into Cold Mastery. And then you're set, right? That's all you need. You can go with your dual spec, you can go Meteor, whatever hybrid you want to. And that was a fair argument, but then Thunder Charms has completely destroyed that. Right? So... I did make a video a while ago. I had someone modify the skill, they removed cooldown. With no cooldown Frozen Orb was fun. But it's funny that it actually was... On the highest difficulty settings, it was actually slightly worse than Blizzard. It was better on lower difficulty settings, but a little bit worse on higher, which I just thought was really weird. Okay, cool. Diet Butcher's teleporting down. What do we have on the team? An 88 Sorceress, 94 Sorceress, 90 Paladin, 89 Sorceress, 88 Paladin, 92 Druid, and a 96 Sorceress. Nice. Yennefer. Very cool. Orb is good for sewer farming, though? I mean, I just don't think Orb is better... I don't think Orb's anything other than a P1 skill. Personally. Am I 98? Yes, 98, almost gonna be 99. Very close. No, I wish. Been streaming every day. I streamed yesterday and I streamed today, but before that I think it was a 5-day break between streaming. We'll see. I work all weekend. I'm gonna make a video tonight. I'm gonna make another highlight recap video. I don't think I'm going to get much highlights for drops from today's stream, though. I think no cooldown and Pierce would be a little bit too much, Avo. Because straight no cooldown, it's better P1 to P3 than Blizzard, but it sort of falls a little bit behind Blizzard on P7. So I think you're going a little bit too far, in my opinion, with Pierce and no cooldown. It's a tad bit too far. Okay, DBT Zone 11. Coves, you want to join in? DBT Zone 11, no password, Coves. Anyone else have a blown up 4090 from NVIDIA and their stupid ass PCIe Gen 5 power connector bullshit? Those fucking dumbasses made a card so fucking fat that only like 2 models will fit inside my case. Fucking dumbasses. I have an XL case. An extra large Leon Lee Dynamic XL case. And according to how fat the card is and using the cable mod 90-degree bend, because I don't want to blow up my fucking card if I ever can get one, there's only 2 motherfucking models that'll fit inside my case. Inside an XL case. It's beyond fucking stupid. Beyond stupid what they did. Yeah, I know, I occasionally curse, Briner. I mean, it's different. YouTube stream, or sorry, it's stream, rather. Twitch stream's a little bit different, right? You gotta act all proper on a YouTube video, but these little things get buried in streams and nobody ever sees them again, so. Hey, we got a multi-shot boa too. Cool. I don't know. I just can't. In my opinion, it's just nothing other than flat out stupid what they did. Where they placed the power connector, the size of the cards, it's just flat out just stupid as stupid. After all these years, that hairline stands strong. I have very gray hair, though. Very gray hair from my moderators. Clip the chaos? What chaos? Okay, cool. Diet Butcher's teleporting down. I should be 93. I don't know. I think before 3 o'clock. I think that's a good half an hour push. We'll be 93. It's a money grab. They don't care. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Want to hear more jokes, Simon? Sure. Thank you, Shadow. What do we got today? Jay, what's going on, brother? How's Jay doing today? Guys, who's excited for the Dead Space remake, Callisto Protocol coming out shortly, and RE4 coming out next year? God, there's going to be so many good non-Diablo games that are coming out soon. I can't wait. I'm going to do a full playthrough stream of Callisto Protocol. I'm going to do a full playthrough stream of Dead Space. I'm going to do a full playthrough of RE4. Super excited. It depends on where you're farming, Citizen. So if you're farming Stony Tombs, Players 8, yeah, you can crush Players 8. I can run through the World Stone Keep level 2. I can crush it completely fine. The only place where I struggle a little bit on Players 8 is stuff like Venom Lords and Chaos Sanctuary. I can still clear them, but it's slowed down a little bit. Like, this build can do Players 8 Stony Tombs, Players 8 Ancient Tunnels, Players 8 Cows. You'll be a little bit slower on P8 solo bail runs, but definitely P8 viable. Absolutely. You guys have mixed feelings on D4? Dude, I am very excited for Diablo 4. Combat looks slower like Diablo 2. Again, we haven't seen endgame combat. Typically, any ARPG starts off slow. Okay, DB T-Zone 12. Typically, like, when you start out and you do the Bloodmoor on, like, a low-level druid, like, obviously that's slower than, like, a high-end druid. But everything we've seen combat-wise, Diablo 4 looks slower, looks dark and gritty. I know there's some reservations that people have about the limited trading, which is fair enough. I mean, somehow we end up hitting this conversation every stream. Like, every stream we somehow end up hitting this convo. But there's advantages and disadvantages to restricted trading. The skill tree, from what we've seen so far, it already looks like it's more in-depth than Diablo 2. Like, this is not an in-depth skill tree. This is 10 skills per skill tree, and most builds you're usually ignoring 60% of the skills. Like, you're literally just following the synergies of the build you play. Like, there's no special secrets to the skill tree in D2. From what I've seen, it looks like there's at least 3, possibly 4 times the amount of skills. So it's kind of like a hybrid between, like, PoE and Diablo 2. Like, it's more complicated than Diablo 2, Diablo 3, but it's less complicated than PoE. We don't quite know the full extent of itemization other than small blog posts that we've seen. We know there's going to be set unique items, no set items, legendary items, magic and rares. So, I mean, I get a lot of comments, like my FAQ video. People ask me what's going to take for me to switch off of to Diablo 4. When Diablo 4 drops, I'm going all in on Diablo 4. If my channel dies, so be it. I love this game, but I won't be making Diablo 2 videos 5 years from now. I just won't be. So either Diablo 4 is a success or my channel dies, one of the two. I'm just gonna take a risk. But I want to at least give the game a chance. Like, a lot of people say it's garbage. I'm like, well, give the game 250 hours first. Don't just watch a 5-minute clip on YouTube and just think that the game's going to be garbage. I'm going to give it a solid 250 hours, and then we'll go from there. Did I get a closed beta invite? I can neither confirm or deny. But you got to at least give the game a chance.
What do you need?
I mean, so let's say this is, like, objectively, from what we've seen so far, okay? Just objectively. Visually, the game is as good or better than Diablo 2 Resurrected. 100%. Like, there's no denying that. Sorry. Watch out, there's lots of ghosts. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so if you look at it objectively, visually, Diablo 4 looks as good or better than Diablo 2 Resurrected. It just does. It's dark, gritty. It looks as good or better. The combat, from what we've seen, looks slower. It doesn't look like it's fast PoE-based combat, so a lot of people that like the slower kind of Diablo 2-based combat, that's what it looks like so far. The skill tree is more in-depth, so I think that's a positive too. I think that's another win over Diablo 2. And I think the open world concept is another win over Diablo. Just the fact that you can go anywhere on the map, you can encounter these dungeon events, like world bosses, I think that's another plus. In terms of negatives, the somewhat restricted trading, it's going to combat bots, but I know a lot of people are upset because they like an active trading community, so that is potentially a negative. We don't quite know the full extent of progression, so we're hoping it's slow-based progression with meaningful item drops like Diablo 2, where you get those power upgrades and they're meaningful power upgrades. We're hoping it's not like... We're hoping we're not fully geared up in like 2 or 3 days. Again, we'll have to play and experience the game and the endgame content to make that assertion, but I think that's a fair thing to be concerned about based on Diablo 3. And yeah, that's... I mean, am I missing anything else? I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, and there's the monetization. There is no pay to win, but there's the battle pass and cosmetics. Personally, I don't give a fuck about cosmetics. I really genuinely don't give a fuck about them. Some of the free-to-earn cosmetics look fine to me in the blog post, but some people are upset that you can pay to look better, which that's fair enough. That's a potential... I think that's a potential negative, right? So, even though it's not pay to win, there's the FOMO effect of the battle pass and whatnot. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think that's... those are the negatives, right? Like, am I missing anything? So past that, I really think you just need to, like... You just need to give the game a shot, right? try it. And then if you try it, you put a couple 100 hours into it, you hate it, you think it's garbage, fair enough. But I think the game at least deserves that. You know what I mean? Does anybody by chance have a 3 open socket ethereal cryptic sword, conquest sword, or a mythical sword that I could trade for? I wanted to roll Lawbringer in an ethereal weapon base. I wanted to try something out on my mercenary. And surprise sandwich? Ooh, 12 deal. 30 res Maras. GG, dude. And honestly, I think it's completely fair to have reservations. 100%. It's 100% completely fair to have reservations about the game but I just think that you need to at least give the game a shot or watch somebody else play it for 50 or 100 hours before you make up your mind, right? Like, I think the world boss events are going to be really cool. I think there's a lot of really cool community-based content that can be made just around doing big players 8 or 4-man group, whatever the hell it is in D4, like big world boss events. Like, there's a ton of stuff you can do around that. There's going to be guilds. Like, I can make a Dobrunsky guild where we can trade items between guilds, like build up our characters. Like, there's so much possibility in my opinion that I just a little bit hesitant to completely write it off. Now, with that being said, clearly I'm biased and I want the game to do amazing because most of my channel is tied to Diablo content. So 100% I am biased, wanting it to be a good game, but But does anyone, by chance, in chat have a... Again, I think I asked. I don't know if I missed it. Does anyone have a 3 open socket ethereal mythical sword or cryptic sword? Have non-ethereal? Dart, would you trade that? I know there's no difference between an ethereal and non-ethereal Lawbringer, because Lawbringer doesn't have enhanced damage. But being picky, I want to complement my mercenary with all ethereal gear. What do you want for it, man? What do you think of Jots? The Pulverin? I got Pulverins, I got Lemrunes, I got a 4/4 Fire Facet. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on the 8-man runs for a second, guys. I'm gonna make a game DB Jot. Normal game. I don't know if you can trade right now. DB Jot. Let's see if I can trade you for that. Oh wait, I thought it was ethereal. Oh no, I'm trying to find F. Trying to be picky. Do you have an ethereal? No, I'm currently not running Infinity, actually. Oh, Dart. Sorry, Dart has an Eth1. Okay, Dart. Okay, I'm in DB Jot. Oh, 1 second. 1 second, dude. Oh shit, I don't have a pull rune. Is 3 Lem runes cool? Is that cool, Dot? 3 Lem runes and a facet. Is that cool? Just waiting for a reply. I don't know if... Sorry, trade window bugged out. Why does that window keep bugging out? Okay. I have space for it. I do, yeah. There we go. Thank you. So, Am Lem Co. Oh no, I traded my... Okay. Okay. We'll get it soon. I traded my last Lem rune for... Okay. Am Lem Co. Eventually we'll be able to make that. Okay. Okay. You got a Lem rune, Greco? Oh shit, I traded the cold skill. Never mind. Oh no, I have it. That's hilarious. Okay. Cold skiller for a Lem rune. We'll totally undertrade. Okay, Am Lem Co. Am Lem Co. Am Lem Co.
I'll put that to good use.
Cool. Now my mercenaries try aura. Cleansing, Sanctuary, Resist Fire. Triple aura mercenary. Okay, so we'll go back to thank you for the trades, guys. So we'll do DB T-Zone 1 again. First come, first serve. I'm going to try and Players 8 Krav. Just for safety, I'm just going to try reducing the chance to proc lower res with the Sanctuary Aura for a little bit of crowd control. Just doing Players 8 tele-stomping. Just going for a little bit more safety. I don't want to die while I'm pushing for experience. Oh, I need my Sunder Charms. That's kind of my reasoning. The knockback is kind of annoying sometimes, but... Hey, Crowd, what was your take on the whole Bramble thing? I think it's interesting. I agreed with a lot of his points, but I think some of the testing I thought was not. I don't know. 2 days in a row, Millen. Quad Aura Mercenary? I don't know how we would get Quad Auras. I would have to use, like... I don't know. I'd have to use, like, a Dragon Body Armor or something. I don't actually know about the personal loot question. I do know that there are going to be some forms of restricted trading in Diablo 2, or sorry, Diablo 4, and I know that really upsets some people, but for the same people that are upset that you can't actively trade, a lot of those people are the same people that are upset about D2JSP. And having some element or form of restricted trading completely negates real money trading websites. So it's kind of, you got to take the pros with the cons, right? Millen! If I could do my daily request, guys, throwing a like on the stream is a fantastic way to help spread my stream through the YouTube algorithm. Very much appreciate that. Thank you, Millen. I'm not quite sure why my my alerts are not going off, by the way. Thank you, Charles. But yeah, honestly, like I know I hate it probably sound annoying, like constantly asking for it and begging for it. It's a free way to help spread my stream to new viewers, bring in new subs for my channel. It's a huge way to help out my content. Just from a simple free like. Oh, you can't even tell what's going on. Original graphics, man. Hey, Gatsby Paul, how are you? Guys, I got a crazy question for you guys. What do you guys think about potentially opening up different rune words being rolled in different bases? What do you guys think about that, like, as a whole? Do you think, hell no, that's broken, keep things the way that it is? Or do you think, oh no, that's a really cool idea? Yeah, retention time, there's a million things that help out. But, which, that sounds like a good idea or crazy? Spirit in a Necrohead, you'll never be able to roll Spirit in a Necrohead because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the most number of sockets you can get is 2. So you're kind of screwed. They have a little bit. They've made it so you can roll Infinity and Spears, Pride and Spears, Insight and Bows. So they've done it to an extent, but I mean, I don't know. What about something really wacky? Like, why not be able to roll... What if you could roll Brand and Swords? What if you could roll it... I don't know, Infinity and a Body Armor? What if you could roll, like... Like, Infinity and a Body Armor would be kind of cool, don't you think? Completely changes the need of having to use an Infinity Mercenary. Could open up some different mercenary opportunities. Brand and Swords. Do you know how powerful Brand and Swords would be for an Act 5 Mercenary? It's a 4 open socket rune word. You could rock dual Brand. You'd have 33% chance to cast amp damage on when struck on each sword. So you could almost have a consistent amp damage curse as a melee character. Faith and Sword and Axes, or Beast. There's a lot of things you could do. Well, a dual act... The auras wouldn't... Wait, would the... I guess they would stack, right? I don't know. Spirit and a Body Armor? Well, like, you stack the cleansing auras. The cleansing auras stack on dual plague on a mercenary. Later, Squeaky Cam. The same way, like, dual Last Wish stacks on a mercenary. What mercenary do you reckon is best for a Whirlwind Sin? Honestly, I don't know. Like, isn't Whirlwind Sin a PvP thing? Because the repair durability is, like, the repair charges are just insane for PVM. I just feel like there's a lot of currently existing broom words that if they could be rolled in other bases, you could do some really cool stuff. Is that Telrash's amulet? Honestly, Alexander, I don't really... I mean, outside of, like, Trapsin, I don't really play the assassin, so... Last Day Mercenary is a cool option. Usually, like 99% of builds, I either like would rather use the Might Aura or the Holy Freeze Aura. Maybe if you're doing like Ubers or something, but I mean, Lawbringer on a Frenzy Mercenary is amazing. You scatter the minions with Uber Mephisto. Like, it's a really good combination. Can I show my updated gear? Yeah, I updated the gear command. So if you guys click exclamation gear, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm running. Ariza. Mercenary is using Flickering Flame for a helmet. I know that sounds stupid, but Flickering Flame grants a level 8 resist fire aura. So that helps me get 85 fire res with a Sunder Charm. So it kind of counteracts the Sunder Charm. I have the Cleansing Aura from Plague, so I don't really need to worry about poison because the duration that I'm poisoned is reduced so much. Cold resistance, you never really need to worry about. And Lightning res is okay. I just really need... So there's 1, 2... There's 3 of these Fire Res charms that I need to replace with 11 Lightning Res small charms. If I can do that, then I'll have 85 Fire, 75 Lightning, and then just want to throw on T-Gods. Or, just like areas that have a lot of souls. I don't have much Magic Find. Just my Enigma. Exclamation gear if you want to see, like, exactly what my build is using. DBT Zone 3. You're stuck on Hell Agents with the Blizzard Sorcerers. Any tips? Do you have a Cold Sunder, Dave? Cold Sunder is all you need. Cold Sunder, no cold immunities. Just Blizzard away. You should be good. Does anyone in chat have a Cold Sunder they can hook Dave up with? You got a couple, 11 Lightning Res, Yennefer? That would actually be amazing. Oh look, I got people that have Sunder Charm. Like, there's 3 people. 1 in chat and... Or 2 in chat and 1 in... Okay, so if you want to join this game, Dave, once we all leave... I think it's DB T-Zone 3. Yennefer has left a 73 Cold Sunder for you at the stash. You only hit 70? Oh. Can you hop in some public chaos runs? Just to get another 5 levels? If you can, maybe try and hop into some of these public runs. We'll get you 5 levels, no problem. Toss on your Center Charm, you'll be good to go. Koru. That's the Fire Lizard Claw. Or yeah, make a game and some people will pop in and help kill your Hell Ancients, man. Just ask in chat, Dave. I'm sure someone can help you. Just make a public game. If anyone can join, help pop his Ancients for him. Sure, you'd really appreciate that. There you go, Dave. Post your game, buddy. We'll get you hooked up. And 11 more minutes, guys, and we can actually hit, hopefully, a good tear zone. I don't mind Loot Glane Sewers, actually. It's not my favorite area, but... Wait, Yennefer... Did you leave them... here? Yeah, the lightning res small charms for sure. Absolutely. Playing Cold Skiller. You could give that away to chat. Ooh, a couple 7 MFs. Okay, so... Ooh, F Insight too? Why don't we give that away at the end of stream today? Was that... Okay, thank you. Cool. We have a really nice 17 meditation. It's 1 crit, but you can always re-roll it if you really want that. That's hilarious. I have 0 fire res until my mercenary comes along. Mercenary is completely supporting me. It's hilarious. DBT Zone 4. You took my advice about FCR breakpoints? What was my advice? What advice did I give you about FCR? About how it doesn't matter on a fire druid, or... I don't think it matters for a fire druid, other than if you can't stand teleporting, like slow teleporting, then you probably hate it, but... I gave advice on Whirlwind FCR breakpoints? I don't remember what the advice was. If we can kindly be careful with the Desace seal. I'd prefer group if I can pop Desace, just because I don't want Desace to pop on my head. Thank you kindly. Hey guys, Memenik in chat. Bazonk26 password X. Gifting out a cold center charm if anyone needs. You think that the FCR frames is enough to make you run Trang set? If they just gave the Necro or the Vampire regular FCR breakpoints from the Necro? I don't know, I feel like it's just... I don't think anything outside of the Sorceress Towel set's worth using, actually. I am HO, but... At least when it comes to endgame. I'm sure, like, playthrough setups, like full IK, stuff like that's okay, but... Fire skills are kind of interesting, that's true. Our man Jots is running... Assuming Griswold's Foden setup. That's fair. I do have a tendency to just only focus on endgame, so yeah, that is fair. Like IK setup is, but wasn't full IK nerfed a little bit for Whirlwind? You can't hit the same Whirlwind breakpoint that you used to be able to hit. The changes they made to Whirlwind. I thought it was like slightly nerfed. And we got a level. Level 93. Which gives us another synergy point, so 10,656, 10,892. Slightly boosts Armageddon's damage. The steady conviction aura from the Paladin is super nice, though. I think the 5/5 lightning fast that's everywhere in a Grizz thing, I think that's more of a PvP setup. But charge is such a nice skill in D2R, how it doesn't kind of bug out the way that it used to. Like you can get around pretty good just charging everywhere. Good old hammered in here. Do you know, does the eye level scale up with tear zones from chests and poppables? I don't know about chests and poppables, actually. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say no. Obviously it does with monsters, because monsters that typically couldn't drop, like you can now have certain monsters in Terror Zones can drop plus life like 41 to 45. Was Macro saying it does? Okay, that's news to me. I didn't know that was the case with treasure classes. Interesting. That's news to me. Either way, pretty cool stuff. What's going on, Macro? How you doing, man? For Wind Druids, would they both use a physical and colder Sun Charm for Hurricane? I mean, Far Oasis. I guess we can run Far Oasis. I wouldn't, personally, because I don't think you encounter that many physical immunes, and then usually most Wind Druids are rocking a Reaper's Toll setup, so for the odd monster that you would run into that's Fizz immune, the Fizz Thunder would break the immunity, and then you would get a little bit more damage with your Tornadoes from Decrep. You could. For the Cold Thunder for Hurricane, there's a really fun build that you can use Nightwing's Cold Faceted Sword, and you can completely max out your Hurricane setup, but that's more of like a Telestomping Players 1 build. It's really fun. Like, if you've never tried it and you have the wealth, definitely give it a shot. You literally just telestomp from pack to pack with Hurricane active in Infinity Mercenary, and on Players 1, like on Ancient Tunnels and areas like that, you just one-shot everything. It's a very, like, instantly. It gets an instant tech and is dead. That's more of like a P1 build. You could use a Cold Thunder on that build. It might help a little bit. You could maybe farm more areas than you normally would. But honestly, I wouldn't really use either on a Wind Druid. It's just me. Wind Druid is just a build that I think genuinely needs a buff. Like, I really, I just feel like the damage is not there. Best possible gear, you're like 7k Tornado, you had to telestomp everything, and it's definitely a little bit underpowered in my opinion. Okay, let's do, I guess we can run Far Oasis. We'll see how it works as a group. And I don't have the waypoint. Can anyone bring me the waypoint? Wind Druid definitely needs a buff. Yeah, I agree. It's just subpar in my opinion. Like in every way. I did click on it, right? Yeah, thank you. Magic Thunder Charm's useless. There's no point of it being even in the game right now. The only Sunders that are actually really good are ones that you can still effectively bring down that monster's resistance even further. So, T-Strokes, Griffins, Infinity, lower res curses on lightning damage, Phoenix, Fire Faceted Swords, Ravenlore for Fire Druid, Ice Runeword for Freezing Arrow Boazon, or Cold Mastery. Like, you need to be able to, once you bring a Sunder monster to 95, you need to be able to bring that resistance down even further. There's no way to pierce magic resistance. So if you have 14k hammers, and then you Sunder a monster to 95 magic resistance, then you're only doing 5% of your 14k damage, right? So it's just a useless. Just useless in my opinion. I think we're DB. I'll shout out the next game. I think we're... Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what number. We'll see. Far Oasis is actually a little bit better than I thought it would be. I'm not going to run the Mega Lair though, boys. No thank you. And I'm going to temporarily throw on T-Gods, I think. And I think, Butcher, you were asking what helmet I'm using on my Mercenary. My Mercenary is using Flickering Flame. Okay, new game. DB T-Zone 6. Free for all, first come, first serve.
Good day.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to throw on T-Gods temporarily. Just absorb some of that beetle damage. Oh yeah, look at that. And I just need 2 more 11 lightning res small charms, and then I'll be at close to 80 lightning resistance with absorb. Well, I have a fairly high level battle orders. I just wanted to battle orders my pets. That's all. Or they won't survive. Sunder. This all been cleared down here? I think so. Okay, new game. DBT Zone 7. Oh, you love how Armageddon pulls around? Yeah. Kind of always trails behind as you're teleporting, which is interesting. Ring of Ears. Later, Scuzz. Thank you for hanging out, man. You have a good day. Don't hate on the Boazon. I think it is because a Phoenix Sword is just giving you negative 28 resistance, where you can get up to negative 30 plus positive 30 damage. Like a Facet Sword is really good for maximum damage, so it's good in areas like Chaos Sanctuary, lots of Venom Lords that have high fire res even after they're sundered. It's not... Areas like this, I don't think it's probably the best. You'd probably want like a faster teleporting breakpoint if you're relying on groups, but I don't have like if I had a Suicide, I would maybe throw it on. Like potentially like Suicide, I guess 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I guess I would need a 210 Caster Amulet, and then I could get the 99 FCR breakpoint. Another Sunder. Another Sunder. There's 2 Sunders in 5 seconds. And again, I think that the drop rate is too frequent on those, but... I'm sure we'll drop a lightning or something, Daniel, that you can grab. There you go. Someone in chat's got 3 extra. Guess that's full clear. Okay, new game. DBT Zone 9. I'm not even excited for them when they drop anymore. I know so many people are like, DB, shut up. Don't, like, we can't get tons of Thunder Charms. Like, the game's fine. The drop rates are fine. I'm like, really? Like, okay. I've found 1 Geed's Grand Charm to like 75 Thunder Charms now. But okay. Like, I don't even bother picking them up. Now, I got a ways to go, guys. I just hit, I will admit, you guys are fucking quick at your grabs. Like, I literally can't pick up anything. You guys are super fast with your... Super fast with your stuff. You fed 1 Sunder, 4 Geeds. Are you doing a lot of players 1 farming, Megan? Are you farming a lot of Terror Zones? Meaning you can kind of like enlighten us a little bit? Because that just seems off. Like I said, I just found 2 in like 20 seconds there. Or 2 seconds. Thank you, Lawgiver. At this point, honestly, I'm just looking for 11 Lightning Res Soul Charms. That's about it, man. A lot of P1 Terror Zones. Okay, new game, DBT Zone 10. You found 5 Geeds, 6 Sunders. I don't target Terror Zones, usually mostly Chaos. Fair enough, Truth. Fair enough. Oh, I had to turn on my AC. Getting a little hot. What? With me in the room, it should always be hot? No, my PC is literally like a mini oven in my room. I've talked to my wife before. I would love it if I could move my streaming setup into the basement. It would be so good. Like, it's always cold in the basement and I have no issues at all. But no, I'm stuck in a small tiny room on the 2nd floor of our house. So it gets really fucking hot. I mean, I'm not even running too hot. Like, my GPU and CPU are both at 70 right now. But, it's my man cave, yeah. My stinky BO man cave. I got the AC going, dude. AC is much better than just cracking a window. Especially when it's like negative, when it's like positive 30 outside, cracking a window doesn't do much. But it is nice in the winter. It does kind of help warm up my room in the winter, for sure. Okay, new game. Why don't you play Diablo Immortal? It's not really the game for me. I don't like the pay-to-win element in it, and I also don't like... It's a mobile game first, PC ports second. So I think the graphics are bad. I don't know. Capped out at 1080p. I don't know, I just don't like the game. If it was like Path of Exile, I could maybe be a little bit on board with playing it more, but... Like, if it was pay to win cosmetics and maybe pay to win like quality. I could maybe be on board with like pay to win quality of life. Like, I don't know. Like, you could get specific tabs to hold like your idols or whatever the hell you use for the endgame content. I could get on board with that. It's really tough to get on board with like some of the crazy shit people were doing with just being able to, like, the dude that spent 100 grand on his character. It's, I don't know, a little bit too extreme. Why? Are you a Diablo Immortal fan? Yeah, I would love to see a currency tab, loot filter. I think the game's in desperate need of a loot filter. I sound like a broken record. I bring that up all the time. Like, I really think the game needs a loot filter. Like, even Players 8 bail runs, it's just atrocious. Like, it's just, the amount of loot is god-awful. Okay, DBT Zone 12, first come, first serve. And I don't care if you need to, if it takes years to min-max your character through, like, trades and gear grinding, but just, I don't know. He spent 100k and then he couldn't get matched up with, right? With players? Yeah, because he was so much stronger than everybody else that he couldn't even get matched up. It was just something else. Oh, 42 to life. I've heard that the player base has kind of really fallen off on that game. Like, has anyone actually been following? Like, if the game had insane numbers, like post-launch in China and stuff like that? DBT Zone 13. Yeah, I don't know. I could tell you, if I had $100,000, it would be going down on my mortgage. Not like if I literally had $100,000 to piss away, it would all go down on my mortgage. Not on a mobile game. Like, are you kidding me? Just insane. That's what us Republicans do, right, Bilky? I'm serious, though. Like, I would not... There's probably 100,000 things that I would spend $100,000 on before I would spend $100,000 on Diablo Immortal. Like, literally probably 100,000 things. Like, a trip, my house, my mortgage, a car... renovating my house, computer parts, I don't know, vet bills for my dogs, taking my parents on a trip, fixing my old truck, like, come on! Like, literally, probably 100,000 things. I would rather give $100,000 away to a charity before I spent it on a mobile game. Okay, DB T-Zone 14. Yeah, put in your investments, whatever. You get the idea. But I would literally, like, I would... I don't know. I just don't know. And I'm not against supporting a game. Like, I talked about how if there was a currency tab in D2R, it cost you $10 to buy it, I would buy it because it's, like, supporting the game, but not $100,000. Credit card would melt with the speed at which you would buy extra stash space. If they ever did introduce a currency tab, like a currency tab, in my opinion, negates like all the need for extra stash space. I think it really does. There's a really cool mock-up of what a currency tab would look like. I think it's on Reddit. Just search D2R currency tab. Really cool mock-up. All the different types of gems, all the different types of runes, destruction keys, hate keys, organs. Just really good. You would pay, yeah, like, am I the only one that would, like, would you... I would be totally fine spending $10 on a currency tab. I know a lot of people probably hate me for saying that, but I would... The quality of life that $10 would buy me, I absolutely would. Path of Diablo has an amazing currency tab, Evan. Nice.
Good day.
$10, you know what? I would even pay $10 a month. I even would. Sorry, I know that makes me sound horrible, but $10 a month is like skipping one fast food meal a week, or sorry, a month. Now, it's probably different because I play the game so much. I wouldn't want to spend $10 a month on a different game to get a currency tab, so that's probably a bit of bias, I should probably admit. Clearly, I'm biased towards the game. Like, who in chat's gonna buy the Battle Pass for Diablo 4? And who's gonna say, I don't care about cosmetics, I'm not gonna buy the Battle Pass? I'm kind of curious. I probably am not gonna buy the Battle Pass. If there's a really, really, really cool skin that drops that I'm like, oh, I want to have that skin always, I would probably, like, I'll probably buy a single skin for Diablo 4 if I really like it. But I'll never buy the Battle Pass. You'd buy it if you like the game enough, Briner? I guess it depends on the cost of it, too. If it's like a $10 a month battle... like, wait, would a Battle Pass be a single-time purchase? Like, is the Battle Pass in Overwatch 2, is it a single time purchase, or is it like a monthly thing? Okay, so it depends on the cost. If it's like a single 20-month purchase and it lasts for 4 months, a $20 purchase, I don't know. I'll probably end up getting it. If they're as consistent with content updates as what they say that they're going to be, I could probably be on board doing it. If it's like It's just... I don't know, it's tough. It's easy to take the stance of just shitting on Blizzard. Fuck that. Just go for easy clout, but... Like, if they genuinely commit to that 4 big updates a year, like actual big meaningful content updates a year, I could probably be on board with buying a quarterly battle pass. As horrible as that sounds. We don't really know. We know that they're sticking to a similar affix system of like whites, magics, rares. They're gonna have unique items and legendary items. They're sticking to that D3 theme of like you can pull off different legendary affixes with the occultists or whatever they call them, and you can put it onto other legendaries. So there's like crafting kind of like ideas there. In terms of drop rates, we really don't know. Definitely don't want D3 rarity, but I wouldn't be opposed to a little bit less than Diablo 2 rarity. You know what I mean?
Where can I take you?
Like some of the items like Griffin's, Death's Web, Tyro's Might, they're a little bit extreme in terms of rarity. I'd be okay with not being quite that rare. Yeah, I don't play enough of Diablo 3 Alexander to honestly have an opinion on it. I really don't. And you know, I don't think the Terror Zone experience is really that insane. I guess it's 8-man Terror Zones. I'm level 93. I'm not really gaining that much experience. How much faster did Mr. Llama hit 99 compared to Teo? Wasn't it only like a few hours faster? Maybe like 12 hours faster? Wait, what? You mean I need to tell everybody else to leave and I need to do 8-man solo Terror Zone groups and you get more experience that way? Okay, I didn't know that. Interesting. Because I didn't really follow the level 99 race too much. That's seriously the optimal way to do it? Is to run 8-man Terror Zone solo and just have 8 people in your group. Okay. But I'm obviously getting experience. You just mean I'm getting reduced experience bangers? Interesting. How much better is that than, what's that? Oh, negative 79 poison. Okay, well, why don't I try that next run? Next Terror Zone, guys. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell has hit me so hard? I know I had Amp, but where's the... Oh, jeez. Let's do... Next Terror Zone, let's do a Sea Bale, and then let me just quickly pop through Far Oasis myself. Let's see if it actually makes a big difference. Yeah, I just about died from being fucking stupid. So that means you pretty much got to be a Blizzard Sorceress or a Hammerden. to farm every T-zone, max efficiency by yourself. Oh yeah, or Amazon, yeah. That's kind of lame, actually. Okay, so let's test the experience. So I'll do this one. Let me just do this one solo. So 428,000. 428,000. We'll minus the difference, so we'll see how much we get doing the solo. Yeah, Blizzard with a Sunder or Hammerden. Incredible, can you mind running Chaos just for this run, please? No worries. I just want to see, I want to do a solo run, and then do you mind can you just leave for a second? I want to do a solo run. Please? Or just, yeah. Okay, so not, I guess, a super accurate test. I guess it's P2. What's up, Doc? How are you? Oh yeah, so I got like over a mil experience there. Is there a big difference between two people in the group? I think Fire Druid's better than Wind Druid. Fire Druid's a lot more expensive. But I also think that Fire Druid could still use a buff, in my opinion. So it was at 248. It was at 112, 248. So basically like 1,750,000 plus. Okay. I guess we'll do 20 as an 8-man group together, and then I'll see the difference. But we'll just say 114 flat, and we'll compare the difference. What's the mercenary gear on this character? He is using Eth Chains of Honor, Flickering Flame, and an Eth Destroyer Helm, Plague, and Lawbringer. Ah, my quick cast keeps bugging out. Don't do that, quick cast. Quit bugging out. I don't know. The last 2 days, like, I'll just randomly, it'll flip from my teleport and it just picks a random skill and it just sits on it. I don't know if it's something to do with something I'm doing or if it's like a server side thing. I really don't actually know. But I'm definitely not the only one, so I don't think I'm making a mistake. No, I had that set so that I actually removed that so that I don't accidentally trigger it. I know what you're talking about though, Brad. But yeah, I actually took that, like, it's... I can't actually physically do it. But I don't use my mouse wheel for anything, so I'm not, like, triggering it by mistake. And it's something that's only seemed to have happened in the last 2 days. I didn't have this issue at all since the start of Ladder. It's kind of weird. So, is there a certain tailoring off point? Because I got about the same experience doing a three-man run. Does anyone know the optimal setting, or is it actually 100% P1 every time? Because I just had about the same experience doing P1 versus P3. I don't actually care to crunch the numbers though, but gotta be solo. Maybe we just slightly killed more monsters because it was about the same. Chris Davis! Coming in with the Jaw Rune membership. The Fat Jaw Rune. Thank you so much, my dude. Wow, thank you, man.
Your presence honors me.
Thank you, thank you. Nice little sexy Tyrael might alert there. My man. Thank you again, Chris. Well, why don't we just keep it like this? We'll do like half the group runs the Terror Zone, the other half runs Sea Bales or whatever. Let's just do that. Yeah, man, just join in. First come, first serve, Chris. DB T-Zone 22. First come, first serve, my dude.
Good day.
It's open to anybody, but I think we're just gonna split. So half of us do the Terror Zone, half run Bale. So as long as there's like three or four people just running the Terror Zone, the other half are doing Bale run your Sea Bale or wherever else you want to run. Anyone think it's weird that the scavengers are undead? How is a vulture an undead? Like, how is that not an animal type monster? That's so weird. The maggots, the beetles, they're all animal type monsters. But then a flying vulture is undead. One of the great Diablo 2 mysteries. Don't hold your breath, Chris. I have a feeling that they won't come to single player. Just due to the way that they're kind of hard baked into the server. I hope that's not the case. Like, I hope that you guys can get to experience them on single player. It would be really cool, but I have a feeling it's just going to stay as like a baked in feature for ladder only. That being said, I don't think it would be difficult for them to enable monsters to drop Center Charms. You don't think that would be a super horrible thing? A super difficult thing for them to implement? Like, it can't be that difficult to implement. Regular boss packs in level 85 areas can drop a Center Charm too. Mods have done it on Nexus mods for D2, so pretty sure that they can figure that one out. Oh, my quick cast fucked up again. Hey, 1 to summoning skills, poison damage over time. Cool little summoning. Druid Skiller. Okay, new one. DB Terrorzone 23. First come, first serve. Yeah, I mean, Summon Druid, again, is a character that I think is... It has some cool advantages. You're not relying on corpses. So, like, you can just keep recasting your summons. That's kind of nice. Ravens are pretty strong. I think the Spirit Wolves, Dire Wolves, and the Bear are a little bit lacking, though. IMHO. It's just another, it's like a... I don't know, B-tier build at best, maybe. Ah, quick cast fucked up again. Maybe I'm cycling through my skills too fast on quick cast. I don't know. Hey Seg, happy streaming to you. A bit confused about Sunders. 70 is good or 90 is good? 70 is the best. The negative resistance that's tied to a Sunder Charm, that's the penalty that's applied to you. Depends, Lawgiver, on how desperate you are tied to finding that Burr Room. I traded a low rune for a Sur and a Ist rune because I needed to roll Chains of Honor, and that second Sur rune was enough for me to roll my Burr Rune. Too quick for quick ass? Maybe. So in that scenario, it was worth it to me. Maybe you desperately want a low rune to make Fortitude or Grief. So in that case, maybe you'll get more value out of trading each individual Sur for like 2 low runes or something. You can make your Fortitude and make a Grief setup. I just say it's kind of situational. Depends on... But I don't know. Can you get... If you really need a low rune, then yeah, I would just trade a single Sur rune for a low and whatever.
Hey.
And then maybe you... Like, it just... It's hard. Like, is there a specific rumor you're trying to make, or are you trying to get the most wealth? Well, if you go by D2JSP, a low rune is slightly more valuable, is worth slightly more than a Sur rune. That's why I was able to trade a low rune for Sur and an Ist. I don't know, what should he do, chat? I'd just say try and get the 2 low runes to make your Grief and Fortitude. This is going to make you a lot stronger than holding on or making a single Burr rune. My opinion. Do people still rush for Forge? Maybe. I think there's services that you can pay for. Don't be that guy that dips out the second you get your second that gets you to the Hellforge. Don't just save and exit and dip out. Don't be one of those guys. If anyone says they've never done that, you're a liar. Even I've done that way back in the day. Before I was a streamer, way back in the day, I have done that. Don't do that. Belky! Dip out like a Democrat. Nah, just joking. There's no political bullshit in here. What's the next Terror Zone gonna be, boys? Hey, we got a Malrune. Nice. Telrash's Tombs. Terrorize Bale. I'd be okay with that. Hey, thanks for the run, Zeph for fire. Anyone? So next game, again, it's free for all, guys, but someone's zipping out, so it might be an open spot. I'm okay with Flare Jungle. I don't mind Flare Jungle. Does anyone have any 11 res, 11 lightning resistance small charms? I'm short like 2. Ooh, nice pastor. Okay, new game. You got 10, Jill? I just need... I guess 1, 2... 3? Yeah, I just need to get a little bit higher. But check out my res. Is that not hilarious? Look at my res split, guys. 0 fire. 0. Nada. 85. As soon as we go, I am so reliant on my mercenary. You threw up looking at my resistances? Hey, if I get 2 more lightning res small charms, or if I get 3 11s, that'll put me to... I should have 85 lightning with T-Gods and 85 fire. So that's pretty damn good, I think. Like, you not consider that pretty good? Quick little belt swap. Either go Arachna's Mesh if I want 1 extra skill point of damage, or I use Thunder Gods if there's an area with a lot of souls. So 85 lightning, 85 fire, absorb for both elements. That's pretty damn good if you ask me. Nah, I think Far Oasis is B tier area at best. I don't actually think there's a lot of S tier areas. Like Cows, Telrash's Tombs, Flare Jungle, Chaos, Worldstone Keep, and Bale. Any other S tiers that I'm missing, guys? Potentially, I guess, Flare Jungle and Spider Forest. That's about it. I don't think Tristram's S tier. Not enough density. Depends. If it's favorable... If it's favorable to your character build, then go for it. Like if you're a fire druid and you don't have infinity yet, you don't have crazy gear, and like terrorize Telrash's Tomb spawns, go for it. Really good area. But Chaos Sanctuary before you have GG gear is a bad area. So in that case, if that's terrorized, I would maybe switch to a different location. Shit. 1 second. Thank you, good sir.
Stay a while and listen.
That puts me up to 78. So I just need one more. I guess if I drop this one... If I drop these two, I could get another... I guess I need to drop 3, but... Replace them with 11s, but... Oh, 1 second. Puts me to 82. That's very close. So I just need one more, which would be if I drop... I guess if I drop these, like... I guess I have to replace the 10, 10, and 9 with 11, 11, 11. But either way, that's good. 85 lightning with the absorb from T-Gods. 85 fire with the absorb from Phoenix. And then it's just a quick belt swap to Arachna's Mesh if I want the FCR. That's really cool. Mercenaries, Tri Aura, Sanctuary, Resist Fire, Cleansing, has Life Leech. He's got 80, 75 across the board. Not bad. Guys, if anyone wants to jump into this game, a whole bunch of stuff here on the ground. Tal's Belt, Trangs, Alders, different... So we'll just do an open giveaway. If anyone wants to join right now, a whole bunch of stuff on the ground. So that is DB T-Zone 26, if anyone wants to jump in and grab some of that free stuff. And that's all from Greco. Different Tal's pieces, Sunders, all that good stuff. All courtesy of Greco. I'm assuming this one will be 4 months or a little bit less. Last one was a little bit more, but I guess apparently like the behind the scenes stuff, the implementation of Terror Zones was quite a big ask, and a lot of there's a lot of work. But if the next season is like a little bit of minor character balancing, maybe some new rune words, I would imagine we would shortly before 4 months, I think. Might have a small little PTR testing phase. But I'm hoping it's some rune words that sort of shake things up. Faith in a sword for the fanaticism war would be pretty nasty. What we got here? Hey, thank you, an 11. So we'll drop the 9. Puts us even closer. Puts us to 84. So we're one off. What does 90 actually mean? What do you mean? The negative number is how much negative resistance you have. So look, see I'm 0? 70. The charm takes off 70 resistance. Is that what you mean? Coz, it's not your shirt, you shitter. You can't even fit into it. Oh, Chaos Sanctuary. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You can have it once you can fit into it, you shitter. Koos is my best friend IRL. It's okay, chat. I give him shit all the time. I love it, look. The fire can't do anything to me. Players 8, 85 fire reds in Phoenix. It's hard to tell when it's terrorized, like when he... Okay, new game. DB Terrorzone 28, guys. Nice, Food Dip. Hopefully you roll better than I did. I rolled anti-perfect ED, anti-perfect Redemption Aura. So literally could not go any worse. Exclamation delay. Should only be about a 10-second delay on the stream. It's a little bit more of a delay than you'd see on 1080p, just because I'm streaming 1440p. A lot more data for YouTube to push, but... I think it's 29. I think we're a full group right now, though. This is first come, first serve, guys. I shout out the game name every new set. First come, first serve. That would have been the... I think it was 27, 28, or 29. One of the two. Okay, this one is DBT Zone 29. My god, quick cast. It flipped from... It flipped to my Oak Sage there. I don't think so. I still don't think level 99 is easy. It's technically a little bit easier than what is before, but it's not... I don't think it's much easier. I disagree, Alex. I really do. It's still a lot of grinding. It's a little bit faster. It's still... And there's new areas, but there's still... No, it's not easy at all, man. What are you talking about? I'm level 93. It's not easy at all. Exclamation gear. You guys want to see the character that I'm using? It's not like my experience is just like ballooning and I'm level 97 in half a day, 98 in half a day, 99 in half a day. Like, it's not at all like that. It's a bit easier, a little bit faster, but a little bit easier on one of the most ridiculous, hardest grinds in the game. Still, I don't know. We'll agree to disagree, put it that way. I think it's infinitely better than what it was before. Doing Diablo, Bale, and Neilfak runs only, it was... At least this way you can, like... different areas, and... I think it was a positive change for the game. DBT Zone 30 for those that want to join. First come, first serve. Terrorize Chaos Sanctuary. Someone's in game while Mr. Ligma SC. Oh, it's funny. There's gotta be a Didixki somewhere. Didixki 125? There's gotta be somebody. Yeah, DB, T-Zone, all underscore 30. It's first come, first serve. Or all lowercase, excuse me. Bitchki. Have I hit 99 this season? I have not. Highest character I have is level 93 currently. DB T-Zone 31, chat. Did you, Franz? Good for you, man. Later, Greco. Any cool drops today? Honestly, no. Malrune, I guess, has been the best drop. Been pretty dry for drops, actually. I did hit level 93, which was nice. On my way to 94. Fortunately, no crazy drops, though. No, yesterday was pretty crazy. Low Rune, SOJ. Made some really clutch last-minute trades with the Surun for the low and an ist. Or sorry, the low rune for the Suranist, excuse me. Rolled our Flickering Flame. Rolled a resist, level 8 perfect resist aura Flickering Flame. Yeah, Chains of Honor. Like, Mercenary's a tank. Mercenary does not die, which is amazing. I have, like, 85 Fire, 84 Lightning with dual Absorb. The only thing is, if I want a little bit more damage, I just switch out the belt. So honestly, I could use Arachna's Mesh. There's not really much lightning damage here. Okay, someone already made 32, so we'll do 33. Okay, we'll do 34. DBT zone 34. Yeah, just a quick belt swap, and like I just go from... Oh, that's cool. If I don't even belt swap because of the... Forgot you have maximum lightning resistance on Phoenix. Yeah. I'm actually really happy with how this setup has kind of come along. 4K life when my spirit's alive, 85 fire, 80 lightning, a belt swap, I jump up to 85. Dual absorb, so I can tank like player's 8 souls, Worldstone Keep level 2 if I want to. The only thing I'd maybe change is... I might try and get a suicide branch. Maybe put like a 15 all-res jewel into it. That way, like if I want to teleport down to Bale. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even really need a 15 all-res jewel. Yeah, just a plain suicide branch, to be honest. Because I could just quickly throw on the suicide. I get higher FCR for a faster teleport. Just if I'm going to do Bale running with the community. Be faster just to have a Sorcerer's Teleport anyways. Tubby, I can borrow one? Or I can have? Okay, sweet. And I actually think my current Mercenary is better than an Infinity Mercenary. I can switch out the Lawbringer. For dual plague, I get lower res procs, cleansing, Sanctuary Aura for safety if I need it. Everything is set to just do like the... Yeah, the damage is a little bit low. Like you can tell that these Javazons, Blizzard Sorceresses, are carrying me a little bit, but I still do okay damage. No, this build lives and dies by the Thunder Charm, 100%. Just so many Firemans, like this build just... Thunder Charm is what makes this build. There's no questions about that. Okay, new game, DB T-Zone 35. What is my mercenary wearing? Currently, Chains of Honor, an Ethereal Dust Shroud, Flickering Flame, an Ethereal Destroyer Helm, and then Plague, an Ethereal Mythical Sword, and then Lawbringer, an Ethereal Cryptic Sword. So it gives me Sanctuary Aura for crowd control on P8, Cleansing Aura, occasional low res proc, and a Resist Fire Aura, and then the Mercenary still has Life Leech. And then I do occasionally, if I want a higher chance of proccing lower resistance, I do switch out the Lawbringer for a second Plague. See, I can like telestomp players 8 groups of undead like that, and they just scatter. Super fun build. I actually think that Mercenary is better than an Infinity Mercenary, in my humble opinion. Because if I go dual Plague, I get some pretty consistent lower res procs. It's not quite as consistent as having like the Conviction Aura constantly active, but if I'm gonna like really seriously push 99, like I want to prioritize safety over damage. That's my favorite color, blue. I skip 2 boss packs. DBT Zone 36, guys. Oh, there's nothing budget about this character. I would say... Is there anything that you guys would build this character differently? Besides maybe the different weapon choice? I think it's about as good as you can get, actually. The anti-budget build. No, but genuinely, like, outside of, like, a different weapon, like, I don't really know... Outside of a standard Infinity Mercenary, or maybe using Hodo, or Flickering Flame for a helmet, I don't really know how you would build it differently. Maybe 2 SOJs? SOJs are more expensive, but the Druid doesn't really suffer from mana issues, so I think BK rings are actually better. I probably have the most Pimp and Fire Druid on ladder, possibly. What's the most expensive item on the build? Probably either Phoenix or Enigma. Careful, gonna pop the seal. See how, like, Player's Aid to Sace was a joke? Like... Nos, you didn't like Fire Druid? You gotta play it like a Wind Druid, man. You literally just Telestomp and then sling Firestorm like Tornado. You literally gotta play it like a Wind Druid. It's the best way that I've found to play the build. Oh, amp damage. I know it sounds so stupid, but it's like cast your Fissure, Telestomp, and do Firestorm. Exactly like you would do a Wind Druid. I think it's the best way to play Fire Druid. Number 37. Does Poison Necro work with D-Web just fine? Yeah, D-Web really makes the build excel, but on lower difficulty settings, Odo is fine. Joms, what's going on, dude? Got the best Fire Druid on ladder at the moment, buddy. Check this out. 85 fire, 80 lightning, 1 cold, 1 poison, baby. And if I get... I think 2 or 3 better small charms, I can get almost 90 lightning res if I use T-Gods. So I can pretty much Telestomp like players 8 souls and have no issues surviving. Oh yeah, I can kill stuff. Not hammering clear speed, but I can. Yeah, for sure. You like Summon Druid, Eric? Summon Druid is probably my least favorite Druid build to play. I'd rather play every other shape-shifting variant, Wind Druid, Fire Druid, before I played Summon. Okay, good game, 38. I'll show you players 8, Eldritch and Shank. Joms. Thorns is OP. Oh yeah. This is players 8, Eldritch. So it's not like... It's not Giga Chad GG, but... It's just not the best for Venom Lords in Chaos Sanctuary. But I think that's pretty good for P8, in my opinion. Ooh, Superior Antlers. Garbage. It's really just Venom Lords that slow me down in here. I kind of wonder how using the Spirit of the Barbs on a Summon Druid with the revamp, like with the physical Sunder Charm and revamped Thorns, if it actually does anything. What's up, Crex? That's the best way to boost your English. It's a good combo if you're prioritizing like safety. The Decrep rocks do boost the physical portion of your Armageddon. If you're trying to purely maximize your fire, I think Dual Plague is a little bit better because the lower res goes off a little bit. Like the Decrep and lower res do kind of interfere a little bit. Yeah, overall, it's a pretty cool combo. I mean, my Mercenary is a tri-res Mercenary. Resist Fire, Sanctuary, and Cleansing Aura. Oh. Ah! Fuck, it was like amp damage or something. Normally I can Telestomp, but... Nice. Summon Druid is for people that don't want to play the game. You know what? I would play the Summon Druid if you didn't have to recast Ravens. That's the only way I'd play Summon Druid. You don't have to recast Ravens? Sure, I'll do it. That's just a... It's a buzzkill for me. Too much recasting. They're Ravens. They don't take damage, so you shouldn't have to recast them. Just have them always be a thing. And then I'm totally fine. I'll play Summon Druid. Other than that, no chance. Oh, the Suicide. Right, 1 second. Oblivion! Thank you so much for the Pulver membership, my dude. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. Thank you. Quick little Suicide throw on for faster telly. Correct, Jay. We're doing ladder, 8-man Terror Zone groups. Trying to slowly push our experience. Hey, 1 to Javelin and Spear skills. Very nice. So Java in chat? Nope, I'm just playing with 7 sorceresses. Dylan! Hey, thank you so much for getting 5, Millen. Looks like a lot of those guys are in chat too. Thank you so much, my dude. Millen's the resident Dead Space enthusiast. He's my Dead Space buddy. Yeah, we got our one there. Malrune and a Java GC today. Ah, Silent Hill's cool, but nah, it's definitely gonna be playing other games before that one. Okay, I'm gonna try and push to, I think, 40 games, guys. So we'll do this, five more games. Push the experience. We'll check where we finish off on ladder today. Maybe give away the Java GC. I have not tried Overwatch Oblivion. Ooh, that's so much smoother. Oh no, cannot connect the server. That'd be an FTJ. It's definitely an FTJ error. Which means I need to relaunch the game. Don't think we'll ever see that. Don't think so, Alexander. Probably not. I think we're going to see like modest, slow, continuous updates for D2R, kind of the same way that we're seeing for Diablo 3, but with most of the focus being on Diablo 4. Moving forward, I think that's kind of a safe assumption. Okay, let's try again, guys. DB T-Zone 41. Think they're getting dosed again? Can they like prove who did it and like go after them? That's probably something that's very difficult to prove, I would imagine. Like those that know how to dose probably like probably know how to cover their tracks. Yeah, Dritobi. All courtesy of Millen. Gifted that 5 gift bomb. Was it F? Oh, everybody's gone already. We did get a Crown of Thieves. Possibly ethereal. First time on a live stream, Ian, but watch all your videos. Wish I had more time to play the game. Best game ever made. Hey, thank you for taking time out of your day to pop by my stream, ma'am. Definitely a great game. And it's only improving with every update, in my opinion. I know some people largely disagree. Are Sunitrim's perfect? No. But I do think that the game is in a much better state than what it was in 1.13. What is Crown of Thieves best for? It's just a solid mercenary helmet. Life leech, dexterity, fire resistance, gold find. Really good trad mercenary helmet. Dedicated gold finding barbs typically use it on the mercenary. Yeah, like I've advocated for, like, I think the rarity is I think they're too popular. A lot of people have called me out on that, and they think that I'm completely wrong. I was using suicide the whole time. Oh, what was that man catcher? Yeah, their gold find stacks with yours. Same as Magic Find. It's not ethereal. It was 4 open sockets, 5 ED though. Unfortunately, it was not ethereal. Definitely a little bit too common for my taste, for sure. Some people even thought, like, I suggested Shaco Rarity, and they were like, oh, Shaco Rarity is a little bit too common. Like, fair enough, fine. Like, maybe make it a little bit more common than Shaco, but I don't even pick them up anymore. Well, it's hard. I can't even pick up anything because these guys are like super quick. But like, I actually don't even pick them up anymore. They're not exciting at all. The Shaco is more exciting. I don't know about Mara's rarity. I think that's a little bit extreme because there is an aspect of it does open up character build diversity. But I think people were excited with the idea of having like sort of some type of community trade commodity around it, but there's another one. Can't pick it up, but I wouldn't pick it up if I could. And 90 anti-perfect, 90 fire. Ouch. We're getting there. Man, it's gonna be a longer haul to 99 than what I was expecting, I think. Okay, final run. Then we're gonna check where we stand on the ladder and call it a day. Hey, thanks for joining them, Dumpling. And thanks for the lightning res small charms, man. Helps make me a little bit more tanky. I just think this is really cool. Like, when I'm in game, 85, 80. Couple better small charms, I can get 90. I'll be 85, 90 with dual absorb, so... I don't crack. I have a 253 CTA at the moment. Oh, driving. Don't worry about the... I mean, it sucks it's not a +3 to skills, but don't worry about it, man. The difference between +2 skill base and +3 skill base on a Boazon is not really going to be much. Don't worry about it, man. Go for it. Roll your faith in that base. Sile, how'd they roll? I did have a KTM. I had a 2013 KTM 250 SX, two-stroke motocross bike. I don't have a KTM anymore, though. Oh no, set diadem. Ah man, rip. Could have been cool, yeah. Mavina's. Could have been a terrorized Griffins off of Diablo. That's a bummer. Dang. Next time, boys. Glad I came to YouTube Oblivion. So far, the Switch has been really good, I think. Seems like it's been pretty positive Switch. Time will tell, but I think... for the most part, I think it's better. There's some things that are definitely better about Twitch, but for the most part... But with that being said, that's going to wrap up today. Today was a short stream. I got up late. I didn't get very good sleep. But thank you guys for the new memberships, new subs, existing guys. Thank you for hanging out during the group Terrorize Zone. I'm going to try and do some more group stuff like this. I'll probably alternate. One day I'll do like 3-man groups, and then one day we'll do 8-man groups, just to see if we can get some drops. Besides that, if you guys want to join the Discord, it's in the description of the stream. You'll be notified when I go live. If you want to find groups, we got a good trading community there. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for a good stream. Hope you guys have a good Friday, good weekend. Thank you for the support as always. And I will see you guys later. Peace. Have a good weekend, guys.